So this week is about to be the biggest of the quarter. Here are 4 events you don't want to miss. First, on Wednesday at 2 in the afternoon, the Fed will make a call that markets will dissect word by word. I'm talking, of course, about the Fed meeting. A rate cut is completely off the table. But with inflation still above target and growth slowing, the tone of the statement alone could reprice the rate outlook for the rest of 2026. This is also the last Fed meeting for Powell as Fed chair, so it will be interesting to watch. Then on Thursday morning at 8:30, we have 2 major numbers dropping at once, and they will show us the true state of the economy. I'm talking, of course, about the GDP and inflation. The Q1 GDP is expected to rise from 0.5% in Q4 to 2.4%. That's good, but still below the government target of 3%. The headline PCE inflation is the first reading since the conflict in the Middle East, and it's expected to jump from 2.8 to 3.5%, while the core PCE would go up slightly more from 3 to 3.2%. Then we will have the biggest week of earnings of the quarter with 22 companies reporting. On Monday, we have Verizon and Domino's. On Tuesday, we have Visa, UPS, Coca-Cola, GM, Robinhood, and Spotify. But this is not the biggest day yet because on Wednesday, we have Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, Ford, and SoFi. And it's not over because on Thursday, we have Apple, Eli Lilly, MasterCard, SanDisk, Rivian, and Reddit. On Friday, we have Chevron and ExxonMobil. And if you're wondering how to get this earning calendar every week in your mailbox, simply create an account on Quarter Chart. Finally, there's Iran. The ceasefire is barely holding, and Trump canceled a second round this weekend. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed. Iran says it won't come back to the table until the U.S. blockade is lifted. Any escalation, or any surprise deal moves oil markets the moment it breaks. We'll break this down and more throughout the week, so if you don't want to miss anything, tap the follow button and don't forget to grab your calendar.